There is a secret that stands between the average man and the extraordinary man, a daily secret, a habit, a practice that most ignore, but those who understand it, those who apply it, go on to shape the world rather than be shaped by it. Let me tell you plainly, your morning is your kingdom. Yes, your morning. It is the sacred hour where the thoughts of yesterday have not yet taken root. It is the first moment, the blank canvas, the shaping ground of your destiny. And what you do with your mind in that hour, what you say to yourself in that quiet moment, will shape the entirety of your life. So I say to you today, repeat 3 words, repeat them every morning. Not once, not twice, but until they are burned into your subconscious mind like a brand upon the soul. Now, before I give you those words, and you must be patient, I need you to understand why this works. I need you to understand the very law behind why this will rewire your brain, renew your mind, and reform your life. You are not a creature of circumstance. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are not stuck. You are moldable clay, and the potter is the mind. The thoughts you allow, the statements you repeat, the beliefs you endorse, these are the hands that shape you. Do not be deceived. What you dwell upon each morning becomes the magnet of your life. Your mind, your brain, what a marvelous machine, but it is not neutral, it is fertile. Whatever seed you plant, it will grow. Whatever thought you repeat, it will believe. Do you want to know why the successful are few? Because they have learned this principle and acted upon it, not once, but daily. They rise before the world stirs. They claim their mind before the world claims it for them. They repeat 3 words, words of purpose, words of power, words of identity. They sow these into their mind, and in time these words begin to own them. Understand this, every morning is a battle, a struggle, not against flesh and blood, but against the voices of doubt, the noise of yesterday, the pressures of tomorrow. But if you rise, if you speak, if you command your thoughts, then the day bows to you, and you rise not as a beggar, but a builder, not as a follower, but a leader. So what is the morning ritual? It is this: repeat 3 words. But not just any words. You must choose words that match your desire, words that align with your purpose, words that awaken the emotional engine inside you. Let me give you an example. I am unstoppable. Repeat 3 words. Again, I am unstoppable. Say it until your voice carries belief. Say it until your soul stirs. Say it until you feel the shift in your brain. Because here's the truth: repetition plus emotion equals transformation. Your brain is not fixed, it is plastic, and the morning hour is the molding hour. If you choose fear, you will grow fear. If you choose power, you will grow power. It is not complicated, but it is difficult. Because the mind rebels, the old self resists, the brain wants what is familiar. Even if familiar is failure, it clings to it. But the disciplined man, the woman of purpose, the soul that hungers for greatness, they take the pen of morning thoughts and write new truths. Repeat 3 words, not for show, not for ego, but for rewiring the very pathways of the brain. Science has caught up to this. Neuroscience proves what the wise have known for centuries. What is repeated with emotion becomes hardwired. New neural circuits form, old ones dissolve, and the man is born again, not by chance, but by choice. I do not say this lightly, for I was once in the pit. I knew despair, I knew lack, I knew the torment of a mind without direction. But I discovered a secret: repeat 3 words every morning without fail when I felt tired, repeat 3 words when I felt discouraged, repeat 3 words when my bank account said 0, repeat 3 words, and as I did, something happened. I did not just think different, I became different. You must understand, there is a law of the mind. You become what you think about, and if you say it with enough belief, your subconscious will build a life around it. So I ask you now, what 3 words will you choose? Will you rise and say, I am powerful, I am focused, I am disciplined? Or will you rise and let your thoughts be dictated by yesterday's failure? No. You must stand. You must decide. You must own the morning. Do not check your phone. Do not scroll. Do not compare. The first 20 minutes after waking is a sacred space. The mind is open. The filter is off. It is there that you must plant. And plant what? Repeat 3 words. Say them aloud. Whisper them with conviction. Write them in your journal. Stand before the mirror and speak them into your reflection. Do this every morning, without fail, and over time you will not recognize yourself. You will move differently. You will think sharply. You will speak with confidence. You will attract opportunities, people, resources. Why? Because the brain has been rewired. And here's something extraordinary. The brain cannot distinguish between imagined reality and actual reality when emotion is involved. So if you wake up and say, "I am successful," and you say it not like a wish, but a fact, and say it daily, with emotion, then your subconscious mind begins to act like it's true, and what happens? It creates the habits, the drive, the magnetism, the sharpness, the focus. And reality shifts. This is not magic, this is law. Just as gravity does not care who you are, this law does not favor the elite. It favors the committed. Repeat 3 words. Let me ask you, if you said those 3 words every day for 1 year, how would your life look? And yet most never try. Most wake up in a rush. They wake up late. They wake up anxious. They scroll, they compare, and by 8 a.m. they've already lost the battle of the mind, but not you, you now know. You now see, you now believe. Repeat 3 words. That is your shield. That is your sword. You want a better life. Rewire your thoughts. You want stronger discipline. Rewire your thoughts. You want abundance, peace, clarity. Rewire your thoughts. How? Repeat 3 words, even when it feels silly, even when you don't believe them, especially then, because in those moments you are training your brain like a muscle. You say, "But what if I don't feel like it?" I say, that is precisely when you must do it. Discipline is doing what must be done, especially when emotion protests. Do not wait for the mood. Create the mood. Repeat 3 words every morning, like brushing your teeth, like tying your shoes. Make it a habit so ingrained it is second nature. And soon you'll find your thinking changes, and when thinking changes, everything changes. People notice. You speak differently, you walk differently, doors open. Why? Because your inner world has become stronger than your outer world. This is the goal. You master the internal, and the external follows. So tomorrow morning, and the morning after that, and every day to come, rise and declare your identity. Rise and claim your mind. Repeat 3 words. Choose them carefully. I am brave. I am loved. I am enough. I am driven. I am prosperous. I am chosen. I am grateful. I am ready. Make your mind your servant, not your master. The world will offer you confusion, noise, fear. But you have your weapon. Repeat 3 words. Say them while the world sleeps. Say them when doubt whispers. Say them when fear knocks, because every time you do, you drive a nail into the coffin of limitation. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are ready. You are powerful. You are made for more. Repeat 3 words, and soon the world will echo your truth back to you. Not because it changed first, but because you did. The first few moments after waking up in the morning are not just another part of your day. They are the most sacred, most powerful opportunity you have to take control of your mind. In those early minutes, your brain is in a highly receptive state. It hasn't yet been clouded by the noise of the world, the distractions of life, or the burdens of responsibility. It is a blank slate, waiting for instructions. And whatever you choose to feed it, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, will begin to form the lens through which you interpret everything that follows. You see, your subconscious mind is especially open during this window of time. Right after waking, your brain operates in the alpha and theta states, the same states we enter during meditation or hypnosis. These brainwaves are associated with deep learning, imagination, and intuition. So when you speak a word, feel an emotion, or dwell on a thought in this mental state, it doesn't just disappear, it gets planted. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil, and what you plant will grow, whether it's a seed of doubt or a seed of confidence, a seed of fear or a seed of faith. If the first thing you do is reach for your phone, read negative news, or revisit yesterday's problems, you are unconsciously programming yourself to react to life. But if you instead wake up and immediately declare a powerful truth, if you tell yourself something bold, something rooted in purpose, something aligned with who you want to become, you begin the day with intention. You start as the master, not the servant. You are no longer reacting to life, you are creating it. The beliefs you entertain right after waking will shape the thoughts you think throughout the day, and those thoughts will become feelings. And those feelings will lead to decisions, and those decisions will shape your actions, and your actions will carve out your results. This chain of events begins with that moment, the moment your eyes open, and you decide what kind of voice will echo in your mind. Will it be the voice of fear, regret, laziness, or doubt? Or will it be the voice of courage, clarity, and vision? So guard those first few minutes as you would guard your greatest treasure. They are not to be wasted or given away cheaply. Use them deliberately. Program your mind before the world programs it for you. Declare who you are, what you stand for, and what you will accomplish. Speak words that stir your spirit, not words that shrink your soul. Build your inner world with purpose, and your outer world will begin to shift to match it. The morning isn't just a time of day, it is a door to the life you want. Step through it consciously, and everything changes. Your brain is not a finished product, and it is certainly not set in stone. It is dynamic, flexible, and capable of transformation at every stage of life. This concept is known as neuroplasticity, and it means your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on what you repeatedly do, think, and believe. Every time you engage in a thought, every time you recite an idea, every time you take an action, you are strengthening certain connections in your brain while weakening others. This is powerful. This is liberating. It means you are not a prisoner of your past. You are not limited by who you've been. You are free to become who you decide to be, but it starts with repetition. Repetition of thought, repetition of language, repetition of belief. Empowering thoughts are not simply nice ideas. They are tools, and when you repeat them consistently, especially through short, sharp, and emotionally charged affirmations like 3-word phrases, you begin to etch those truths into the fabric of your identity. Words like I am enough, I choose peace, I am powerful, may seem simple on the surface, but repeated daily with conviction, they become instructions your brain takes seriously. The subconscious mind does not judge or analyze, it accepts what it is given repeatedly. If you feed it negativity, it will normalize defeat, but if you feed it power, it will begin to normalize success. The brain thrives on patterns, and the more often a thought is repeated, the more efficiently your brain builds a neural pathway around it. Think of it like walking a trail through a dense forest. The first time you walk it, it's difficult. You're stepping over branches, pushing through brush, but walk that same path every day, and it becomes clear. It becomes easy. It becomes automatic. That's what repetition does to your brain. And when that repetition is positive, uplifting, and rooted in the future you want to live, it begins to shape your habits. Those habits then feed into how you see yourself, your identity, and that identity becomes the compass that guides your behavior. You don't need 1,000 words to change your life. You just need a few powerful ones, repeated with belief. Short 3-word affirmations are particularly effective because they are easy to remember, quick to recite, and deeply penetrating to the subconscious. They bypass doubt and go straight